Have you ever had an idea for a story? It doesn't start as a story, it's just a spark, a whisper, a question. Something like, what if books could come to life? It's a great question, but it's not a story yet. It's just a seed. And if you sit down to write with just that seed, you'll probably get stuck. The blank page is a terrifyingly empty field. That's where planning comes in. It's not about killing the magic, it's about giving it a place to grow. Planning is how you build the world your story will live in. It's your roadmap, your blueprint. It's the act of thinking through your story before you write a single word. Let's take that seed, a book that comes to life. First, we need to develop it. We ask more questions. What kind of magic? Who finds this book? Let's say it's a curious, brave kid named Alex who loves reading. Suddenly, we have a character. We need to know more about Alex. What does Alex want? To discover what makes this book special. That's a motivation. We can imagine a wise librarian who knows the book's secret, or a mysterious figure who wants the book for themselves. Now we have characters with relationships and conflicts. Next, where does this happen? The setting. Not just any library, but the old, dusty section of a school library during a quiet lunch break. The atmosphere is mysterious, maybe a little magical. The setting isn't just a backdrop, it shapes the story. The quietness makes Alex's discovery feel personal and secret. The dustiness suggests the book has been waiting a long time. Now we have our pieces. Alex, the magical book, the library. How do we put them together? We need a structure. Every good story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's the framework that holds everything up. The beginning is where Alex finds the book. The setup is complete. The middle is where the plot develops and the tension builds. Alex reads from the book and the stories actually come to life. This is exciting, but it also creates challenges. Maybe the characters that emerge from the book are chaotic, or the mysterious figure tries to steal it. This is the rising action, leading to the most important moment, the climax. This is the turning point where Alex has to make a crucial decision. The end is a resolution. After the climax, the events start to settle. Alex learns a lesson, maybe about power or responsibility, and finds a way to resolve the situation, perhaps by returning the book safely. This structure creates a satisfying journey for the reader. To organize this, you can use an outline, a list, or even a story map. 1. Alex explores the library. 2. Alex discovers the mysterious book. 3. The stories come to life. 4. Alex faces challenges. 5. Alex makes a choice at the climax. 6. Alex learns a lesson and resolves the story. See, it's a logical flow, a chain of cause and effect. Having this plan doesn't mean you can't change things. Sometimes the best ideas arrive while you're writing, but the plan is your safety net. It's your guide through the wilderness. It gives you the confidence to focus on writing well, because you're not struggling to figure out what happens next. You already know. Planning is what turns a fleeting thought into a world, a spark into a story just waiting for you to tell it.